I'm sure so many people have used ChatGPT. So ChatGPT itself is not AI.
Can robots feel emotions or make decisions?
Can they make mistakes?
What is the coolest thing right now that the robot can do that you feel that it's awesome?
And then I saw robots doing parkour, still from Boston Dynamics.
Hello everyone and welcome to this amazing place. Remember I told you that I'll be traveling around, going to friends' places to visit them, those who are into the tech space and they have fun whilst doing that. I'm currently at a very good friend of mine's house. His name is Chidi. Chidi is a software robotics engineer and he has some cool gadget that he's going to be talking about. Not just that, we're also going to discuss topics that everyone will be wondering, is this real or is it the truth? So now, Chidi, I'll just go straight to you. What are the cool gadgets that you have? Because I'm enjoying this one right now.
Yeah, thank you so much for the cool introduction and hyping me up. Yeah, like you said, I'm a software engineer. For the past couple of years, I've been writing software specifically for robots. So I could just show you guys some of the little projects I've worked on in the past, or some of them are still in progress. For example, this is a rover, a little robot I was trying to experiment with for moving in different directions. So it can move in 8 different directions. So it can move forward and backwards, left and right, diagonally. It can actually spin at a point. It uses mechanism wheels to achieve this. So it's a type of wheel designed to help you do that kind of movement. So imagine like cars of the future, instead of just struggling to do parallel parking and looking left and right, you just slide into the spots that you want to park while other people are struggling. So that's one.
So meaning that no more stress when we don't have to do, looking at the back and trying to, even though there's a rear view camera and all that stuff, just going to be easy and it's just slide into the parking lot, right?
Yes. And people will ask why is this not already being done, right? The thing with mechanism wheels, they wear out easily and they're expensive. So
Oh, I see.
So that's one reason. And I also have something I was working on back then. It's a robotic arm. I was designing to help people who have lost their arms. So some kind of prosthetic, right? So the idea was to put a sensor on the arm of the person and sense the muscle movements and then move the robot. So it could be as if they never lost your arm.
Oh, nice. So then, meaning from what I'm getting, the new Iron Man arms, right?
Technically, not exactly, because Iron Man still has his arm. I was just thinking of how to help people. There are other projects I've worked on like this. Like there was one back in the days for helping people who have speech impairments. So I designed a glove that you do ASL and it converts it into speech. So this actually was one of the ideas that brought that one into life. Since I knew I could read muscle movements with sensors,
Okay, great.
I was able to then use it to map it to ASL. American Sign Language, that's what ASL.
So now you see why I'm telling you that I have cool friends too as well, right? But now let's go straight to the topic. There's this buzzword that is happening right now is AI, and is also you being a robotics engineer too as well. So the question is, what is the difference between a robot and AI? Are they the same thing?
For me, I like to think of them as not the same, because one can contain the other. Historically, robots have always been defined as any machine that can perform tasks independently with minimal human efforts or intervention. But I feel that is changing, because I think we can have what we call soft robots, or for example, an app can be a robot. Why AI is, I like calling it man-made intelligence. It actually means artificial intelligence, but like man-made intelligence. So examples would be like the intelligence that power things like chatbots, for example, ChatGPT, or virtual assistants like Siri or Google Home or something like that. The intelligence that powers those are artificial intelligence.
So those are classified as AI, or because you made mention that app are robots.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we don't want to dive into that now. We'll just take it one step at some apps, not all apps, not some apps, right? Okay, that's fine. But give example, because like I said, one of the essence of this particular content is to break down complex technologies into simpler form, right? You made example of robotics being, human and intervention without human intervention. Like, can you give real-time scenario or real scenarios of both of them so that my viewers can understand what you're talking about?
Okay, so let me just give very, very simple example of a robot. I think many people would have seen or used without knowing, like the vacuum robots that move around to clean your house. That's a robot um for AI. I'm sure so many people have used ChatGPT. So ChatGPT itself is not AI, but the intelligence, what is giving ChatGPT is smartness. It's smart. It's AI.
Okay. No worries. We'll get down to the nitty gritty. We're going down, and you're going to explain it in a very simpler way. One of the other questions that came up is, can robots feel emotions or make decisions? And I really appreciate if you also give examples too as well.
I don't think right now robots can feel emotion because they are not sentient. What do I mean? They're not self-aware. We can feel emotions because we are sentient beings. We are self-aware, right? So right now they cannot feel emotions.
So with the new technologies that's coming up right now, because we've been seeing, sex doll, are you trying to say that they are never going to feel any emotions or sort of emotions, or is there technology in the future that might?
Unless there's even no way to program emotions into something, but you can make the robots give you a sense that it might be feeling emotions. So you can see robots now having facial expressions and gestures.
Okay.
Right? Like doing their face somehow, or maybe you say something bad to them and then they're like, that's not nice. Or sometimes even Siri, or sometimes you can insult Siri and say something. But it doesn't mean that you hurt its feelings. It's been programmed to do that because of the data provided to it.
So just to add one more question to this, right? And because a lot of people have been asking this question, can they make mistakes?
Yeah, sure. Robots can make mistakes, and they've been making mistakes, and that's why we keep improving them to make them better, because funny thing, we learn from their mistakes and say, oh yeah, shouldn't be doing that, and then we upgrade it, or we say, oh, we could do this better.
Okay, so from what you're saying, if I get you very clear, is the example that you gave with the vacuum cleaner. I'm sure when it came out, it was initially hitting walls and hitting every side, which was not effective. So what then happened is more like human beings will observe that mistake and they will have to like upgrade it, or can you just address on that?
So what I will think happened, not sure that's what actually happened. What I would think happened is, I think those vacuum robots, they had like bumper sensors, right? They'll bump into walls and they will know there's a wall there, and then they will not go there again, they'll reverse. But I think that wasn't making the cleaning efficient, right? So as sensors evolve, so what is a sensor? It's anything that can help the robot perceive its environment. Like we have man-made, we have God-given sensors. Our eyes, our ears, our skin. And let me give you the counterpart of that in robots. The eyes of a robot can be the camera, optics, right?
Mm-hmm.
The ears of a robot is a microphone.
Yeah.
So those are sensors. So those are like basic sensors, right? So sensors like LiDARs were created. So LiDAR means light detection and ranging. So it uses light to know the distance from one object to the other. And those were added to those robots, and they can literally scan the floor of your house, and know how to clean better.
Okay, so for what Chidi said robots cannot make mistakes. If you feel that you want to intervene, feel free to ask questions that yes, you think a robot make mistakes, and then you'll be able to clarify. But that's fine.
Mistakes, but what I'm saying is we learn from their mistakes and try to improve them. Funny thing is, they can also learn on the job. So there's something called reinforcement learning.
Okay.
So they can actually learn while doing stuff. So I'll give you a basic example of reinforcement learning, right? So back in the days when we were in primary school, you do something bad in class or something, your teacher can spank you. Now you know that thing is wrong. You won't do it again. On the other side, you do something good, maybe you get good grade or something like that. The teacher can give you candy or your parents will praise you or something like that. Now there's a good feeling you get. You want to always now do that good thing, right? So that can also be applied to robots.
So if I'm understanding you well, right, I'm sure everyone too around to will want to ask this question based on the example and the scenario you give about the weeping, right? If the child does not do anything, is always doing good all the time,
Yeah.
meaning the robots will never make mistake.
If it's doing good all the time,
You're giving it good things all the time. It's always good, 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 good. Will it not make mistake?
it will feel that what it's doing is correct. So that what we're talking about is going to open more chapters. We already talk about what we call coded bias. So
Chidi is now going in depth, right?
yeah, because
I'm going to bring him back. I'm going to bring him back. They just feel free to ask questions that, major questions that are major concerns to everyone, and he will answer everything, not to worry. Because if I leave him right now, we call him Mr. Robots. If I leave him right now, he's going to just go ahead dissecting, into all of this. And it's also very, very beautiful. One question I'd like to ask you right now is, what is the coolest thing right now that the robot can do that you feel that it's awesome?
From what I've seen lately, is robots actually dancing and dancing to the beat. I don't know if you've heard of Boston Dynamics. They make really cool robots. I think the one most people would have seen is the robot dog.
Robot dog. But wait, in terms of dancing, Chidi is my friend, so once in a while I like to just poke him, right? In terms of dancing, is it more of there's going to be easy flow, or it's just going to be like a robotic dance?
No, it's like real dancing. They did a couple of choreographed dance. I think this one,
like
do you love me? I know it. The Boston Dynamic robots, they did that. They also did this song by the Rolling Stones, the Mick Jagger sang. If you stand me up, if you stand me up and you stop. It was beautifully choreographed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And I thought that was it. And then I saw robots doing parkour, still from Boston Dynamics. So parkour is like you are doing flips and jumping from one place to another. So yeah, the future is really exciting.
That's a very good one. Not to worry. There's going to be more questions, and feel free to always subscribe to this amazing channel. If you want Chidi back, right? Just don't worry. I'll just drive to his house again, because when I came, he hosted me really well, give me food and every other thing. So put in the comment section your likes, your words of encouragement, question and concern, and it's going to be amazing. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you so much, Mr. Robot.
It's TBC. Best TV.
Thank you so much, Chidi. I really appreciate it. You're a local day.
Thanks you.